All right, we are live. Good afternoon and welcome to On the Spot 947, where we sit down, have a little afternoon tete a tete with some of the biggest and talented names in the arts and equally those who are on their artistic journey in the hopes of influencing and changing the world. Now, today we have a returning guest on the show. Now, the last time she was here, it was a year ago, July 30, 2019 to be exact. And good afternoon and hello again to Asia's jewel, Miss Jade Riccio. Hello.
Hi!
Good to
Glad to
meet
be
you.
back after a year. My goodness, a lot
Yeah,
of things
after a
has
year, my
happened.
goodness. Welcome back on the show. It's a pleasure to be speaking with you again. Of course, if we had our way, this would be a one-on-one personal interview, but thankfully, this is the protocol that we have to do now because of the pandemic. And thank you for technology. This allows us to do what we
Exactly.
need to do now. Yeah. The last
Yes.
time na nag-usap tayo that we've spoken, we were both geeking out about classical performers that we love and grew up listening, the benefits of a pop classical crossover, as well as the artists who have successfully done so. And we were also talking about your first single then, which was your version of "Bring Me to Life" by Evanescence. All right.
Yes.
Okay, so it's so nice to recall and revisit
Reminisce.
and reminisce and revisit that interview, of which you can do that by just hopping on over to our Mellow YouTube site. All right. I know you have another song apart from the first single that we talked about way before. But before we talk about that song, I was wondering what kept you busy, not to mention sane during the lockdown. I mean, where were you when the lockdown happened?
Well, I was here in Manila. Well, I still
Okay.
am. So, yeah, for the past 7 months, I have been just focusing on myself. Yeah, I usually record outside. Like, I have a
Mm-hmm.
recording studio where I go to, where I usually go to. But since quarantine happened, the lockdown, I had to like buy everything little by little para I can record here. So yeah, I'm slowly building like a mini studio
A
here. So
mini
that's really
studio,
what
yeah.
kept me busy. I kept on just recording covers, composing original songs, which has been released already, fortunately. So yeah, it's been playing in some of the radio stations. So if you hear my song, please do tag me. So
There
again.
you are. Yeah, definitely,
So
definitely.
yeah,
Apart
I've
from your
learned how to cook, like
yes,
chef
I was
levels.
gonna ask
Wow.
that. So, bukod sa singing cover, so may cooking channel ka na rin, ganon.
Not a channel, basta cooking lang. Yun na yun, for my eyes only. The
So yeah,
expert levels, just
lahat tayo,
enough.
we all had to learn new things during the lockdown. For some people
Yes.
who feel na parang I always have time naman to sing. I'll sing next time na lang. Masyado akong busy. But now that when we were in our homes, I
Yeah.
see people like one of them is our favorite, Josh Groban. He would sing from his bathroom, diba?
Exactly. You know how many times I've been tempted to sing sa balcony where I live? Kaya lang talagang mahiyain lang ako, baka tapunan ako ng tomato. Tumahimik ka diyan. But I think naman, no naman, because everybody just wants positivity. It's just me. I'm just really shy that way. But yeah, I've been trying to keep
Nag-demand ka ng
myself
repeat performance sa
busy.
mga pag nakita ka sa balcony. More, more, more. Bukas ulit,
Sana nga.
bukas ulit.
Gagayahin lang ako ng mga yun.
True, true.
Yeah, I've
Siyempre,
been keeping myself busy.
lalabas ka ng balcony, dapat in costume ka na, di ba? In costume
Yeah,
and in
gano'n.
character.
Para naka-ready na yung camera.
Indeed, indeed.
Maybe
True
next
that.
time abangan niyo na lang,
Um,
ipo-post ko na lang yan 'pag hindi na ako masyadong nahihiya.
uh,
Wow.
for our
Yeah,
viewers who
I also became a plantita
yeah.
mom. Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
goodness. What kind of plants?
Like everything,
Yeah.
monstera plants, pothos, like everything that's uso right now. So, yeah, I've been busy with that too. And
Good.
yeah, mostly
More
how to
plants in the
communicate. And
house.
teaching, I teach online students, some of my voice students who still
Ooh,
wants to pursue singing even if we don't see each other. So that's why yung online thing is such a big deal right now. So thank you very
true,
much
true. I think that
for
really
internet connection.
moving forward, I think yun na talaga ang new normal. I mean, even if let's say mawala na ang pandemic, the convenience of having to do a broadcast, from your home na hindi ka masyadong naghihirap, you're not braving traffic, hindi ka nasa-stress sa traffic. I think that would be
Yes.
the new norm for a lot of people.
Yeah,
For
it's
our
just
viewers,
teaching us a
yeah,
lot of things, I believe. Yeah.
diba? I mean, may kausap pa dito pero you have a cup of coffee brewing in the kitchen, then paabot lang sa'yo.
Yes, exactly. It's actually pretty nice.
It's
But
so easy.
you have to see the positive side talaga. There are a lot of negative sides, but when you see it as a whole and if everybody really helps each other out, then it's actually a better place to live in because everybody's taking care now, everybody's more concerned with nature, everybody's just more caring towards each other. I don't know, it's just you find positive things in darkness, lightness
I
in the
agree.
dark.
I agree. That's
Yeah.
apart from wearing a mask and face shield and sanitizing, making changing your perception sa mga nangyayari. That really is important. For our viewers who
Exactly.
perhaps who are getting to know you for the first time, you are an Aliw Awardee for Best Classical Performer in 2018, and in
Yes.
2019 you won the Best Female Crossover Artist. So congrats again to those two
Thank you so
well-deserved
much.
awards, of which down the
Thank you
road,
so
I'm
much.
sure meron pa yan. May
Sana.
darating na pa yan.
Magbilang anghel ka.
Sige, magsisindi tayo ng kandila every Wednesday.
Oh my God, I'll
Laran.
do it again.
And because this is a continuing journey, sabi nga nila, for a journey, there's always a beginning. So you joined Pilipinas Got Talent season 5, and you're one of the finalists. So I mean, let's face it. When an artist or artist is starting out, experience is what they need, and which will obviously be the best teacher down the line.
Yes,
What did
exactly.
you learn from that experience when you joined contests like that?
Well, probably Pilipinas Got Talent is my first like commercial one where
Okay.
I go on TV, I get to be seen by people on TV. But I've joined classical competitions before, like I traveled to Italy, I traveled to South Korea. So I
Oh,
started since I was 19 actually. So yeah, I've been traveling a lot because of my singing, and I absolutely learn from each and every performance I did, each and every
mhm.
competition I joined in, whether I have won or whether I didn't win. It's always a learning experience. But definitely because Filipinas Got Talent is not my forte. I mean, I've never actually went on stage and sing mostly
Mhm.
masa songs
Yeah,
because I've trained for 9 years, 8 to 9 years as a classical singer. So it was
right.
really something new to me. Ano lang, alam mo naman yung nakwento ko na sa'yo, it was very much biglaan. So it's,
Right.
for example, the audition is tomorrow. So I was just told today. So ganun kaikli yung timeline. So I wasn't actually prepared for it, but it definitely made me do a lot of things that I have never done before, like adjusting my voice to the mainstream kind of adjustment. So that's actually when
Mhm.
it started. That's when I realized that even if I'm a classical singer, I would want to cross over, which is what I'm doing. So I do pop songs, jazz songs, R&B songs, whatever kind of songs, for as long as I insert my own taste to it. So I
Yeah.
have this little bit of classical taste to it, but it's not full classical kasi we try to adjust. So but at the same time, I really incorporate or talagang nilalagay ko yung sarili ko in that particular song kasi yun yung tinatawag na parang cover, 'di ba? So yeah, I
Right.
really learned a lot. It's a learning process. It's a never-ending learning process. It's always you are good this time and then next week you tell yourself that what kind of voice is this? You're very harsh like
Yeah.
to yourself. It's always like that because we are very perfectionists as performers. I think everyone is like that. So yeah. I think most of the performers are like that. So never
Yeah.
stop
I
learning
feel
lang
for you.
yun.
And there is truth dun sa saying that you are only as good as your last performance. So pag okay ka sa
Exactly.
nakaraan, okay ka. But the next time that you come around, let's say you don't feel well, may sakit ka, or may dala kang problema na unbeknownst to you, dala-dala mo rin on stage, then that affects your
Exactly.
performance
Yes,
and
it
stress,
does.
really. Yeah.
So
Um,
kailangan talaga how to move on. Okay, next. Nakakamiss nga mag-perform live eh. Siyempre iba pa rin yun like wala nang second chances, yan na yon, you're on stage, everybody's looking at you, the adrenaline, the rush, everything, yung anxiety, nakakamiss pala lahat yun, kahit before, parang every time na backstage ako, parang ba't ko piniling career na to, bakit ba ito nakaka-stress? But yeah, you
May,
learn to miss
before
that
may
pala.
rituals before you go on stage. Kasi
Sorry,
like
what?
may rituals. Do you have any rituals that you do before you go on
Well,
stage? Like
I do a
uh,
lot of breathing
uh,
exercises. I just breathe in, breathe out, breathe in,
breathe in,
breathe
breathe
out.
out.
And I do
Okay.
trills like just so that I'm always warmed up, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I tend to become less talkative just
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I can save my voice a little bit. But hindi naman ako masyadong maarte sa mga ganun.
Yeah, kasi si Celine Dion, one day hindi siya pwedeng kausapin eh. The entire day of the show, hindi mo siya pwedeng
Wow.
kausapin. Pero kung
Ay,
gustong
hindi ko
sabihin,
yata kaya yun.
sulat mo sa whiteboard, tapos pakita mo sa kanya. And ganun din, sasagot din siya sa'yo via a small whiteboard. So ganyan siya. I don't know if she still does that, but that's what I heard. That's what I also read.
Wow.
Si Whitney naman, before a show, hindi siya kakain, but she will at least have candy with her. And for her,
Yeah,
that will, like,
anything.
uh,
Yeah,
pero,
anything of kahit
yeah,
small amount would do, banana, apple, yeah. Kasi ako
yeah.
hindi rin ako nakakanta ng busog, eh, parang
Right,
medyo
right. It's not possible. Mahirap, mahirap.
I don't think it's possible. Well, it's possible for sure if gutom na gutom ka na ta's kakanta ka na lang bigla, wala ka ng choice. Pero
Yeah,
I prefer not singing on a full stomach.
not
So,
for some. True, true. Let's see. Let's say hi to some people keeping us company today. Trina Oclarit. Hello, Trina.
hi!
And
Hi,
Lady Anne
Tina.
Yorong Abale. Hi, Lady Anne. There's
Hello,
also
hello.
Rosita Bartolome. Yan. Palukalek mo daw si Alanis Morissette. Uy.
Oh, ako ba?
Oo. Roberto Ignacio, good afternoon as well. And saying both hi to us. To your friends Cheska Q and Mia. Hello to Jade from Fe Villarubia.
Hi, Ate Fe. Nako, Ate Fe has been my supporter since day one. So, hello, hello,
Oh,
hello. Hindi ka pa ba
nice.
nagsasawang sa akin? Sana wag. Thank you so
Uh,
much. Pati si Lady. Hi,
Angela
Lady.
Del Cruz Dimas says hi, as well as the
Hi.
Rain
Hello, hello, Angela.
Yan.
Hello, everyone. Guys, thank you for tuning in.
Yan. Konting kwentuhan lang on the afternoon.
Kwentuhan lang tayo. Ask me anything. Wow, may
Yeah,
ganun.
yeah. Um, as we said, that every artist will go about their journey differently. Some will start writing their songs and get discovered, or some others will get discovered by way of a competition. What do you think ang dami nating singing competitions? Dahil ba ang Pilipino ba competitive by nature, or is it just some master artistic plan that's been tried and tested and hindi na tayo sumusubok ng iba pa?
Well, you know what? Because kasi kung iisipin mo, talagang ang mga Pinoy mahilig sa karaoke. Karaoke galore. Hangga't may 'di ba dati may mga maglalagay ka pa ₱5, do'n ka
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
magpa-practice
true.
₱5, pipindutin mo ta's practice, gano'n. So, I think dahil maraming gusto ng karaoke dito, I mean, they have no choice. They just love singing. Filipinos just love singing. And whenever I am in another country, lagi nila sinasabi, grabe, ang galing ng mga Pinoy, which is true. Grabe talaga yung talent ng Filipino when it comes to singing. Talagang, kahit sa choirs, kasi I've been a part of the UST Singers for
Hmm.
3 years. So we
Oh,
traveled the world for 3 months, 6 months, 4 months, ganon. So grabe talaga yung appreciation nila. Kahit yung mga Philippine choirs na nag-travel, they're so good. As in, Filipinos have this innate na emotion. Siguro sa dami din siguro ng pinagdaanan natin. May ganun. So yeah, I think I think I have very high regards to Filipino singers. Grabe, amazing yung mga boses nila talaga, like wow. Ang daming foreigners na nagugulat. And
or
yeah,
minsan hindi
admittedly
nila nagulat,
talaga.
parang tanggap na nila. Parang,
Tanggap na
oh,
naman, Pilipino ka, ay kaya pala.
oo, kahit yun, parang, marunong ka na kumanta, magaling ka na, alam na namin. Parang automatic na
Exactly.
diba? Uh,
Mm.
an artist may or may not sing their own written song, and let's say as part of your own self-testing, you can have someone write a song for you. as well, or if you have fellow creative friends, pwede kang makipag-collaborate.
Yes.
So speaking of which, you also recorded a song that's called Kundiman ng Langit at the beginning of the
Oh,
year, and
yeah.
that video is on your YouTube channel. So I was wondering, how did you get involved in recording that song?
Kundi Man ang Langit is one of my favorite Kundiman songs. It is written by one of the people I have worked with in UP. His name is Agot Espino. Hi, Sir Agot, if nanonood kayo. Yeah, he is the composer of that song. And I just asked him if I can interpret it kasi nga, di ba, ang dami na nangyari sa mundo. May Taal volcano this January, may COVID,
Yes.
parang ang dami nangyayari na disasters. So, I really got inspired sa song na yun kasi it talks of hope and it talks of
Mm-hmm.
faithfulness, kahit ano pa mangyari sa mundo, nandyan si Lord, nandyan siya para ipakita na maganda pa rin ang mundo. You just have to open your eyes. Sometimes it's heartbreaking and sometimes we really don't understand what's happening. But
Mm-hmm.
I always feel na whenever I cannot express myself through words, I sing it out. So that's what inspired me to choose this kind of songs. Parang ginagawa ko siyang very timely. Kung kailangan ng positivity, positive song tayo. Kung kailangan ng inspirational song tayo. So yeah, that's
So
how
wala
I
siyang
try
ano,
to.
wala siyang commemorative occasion kung bakit mo kinanta. Wala. There's no
Wala.
commemorative.
Not at all. I just wanted people to see na, despite everything that's or amidst everything that's happening, there's still beauty kahit pa sa mga maliliit na bagay. Like there are still people who try to show positivity through music making. Alam mo yun, di naman kami nagiging milyonaryo dito. Gusto lang namin kayo pasayahin. Alam mo yun, it's very I just love the feeling of trying to help people out or trying to inspire them in any way that I can. Kasi pag may nakita kong tao na na-inspire sa akin, it also inspires me na mag-work
Yes.
palalo. So now I'm actually currently composing Christmas songs, which will be out on the radios soon. So hopefully
Yeah.
definitely this year. So
We
probably
can't wait
either
for
late
that.
November or December. Yeah, so those are from my experiences and from my observations in the past 6 months. So, abangan niyo po yan and sana magustuhan ninyo.
Here
I
we
have
go.
a special guest as well. I'll be singing a
Wait.
duet with a student of mine, with a voice student of mine. So,
Fine.
surprise na lang yan. Abangan.
Yes. Singing other people's songs is not new to a lot of singers, also with you. In fact, you have your own versions in your own musical roster and also available to watch on your channel, Jade Riccio Official. One example of this is Buwan, which for me, you made it more lyrical and you made it more magical. What made you decide to do a cover of that song?
Well, the first time I heard Buwan, sabi ko, shucks, ang ganda talaga ng melody ng song na to. Basta everything was right. I loved the
I
bass
agree.
line, I loved the melody. So nice. So sabi ko, I usually don't cover Filipino songs nung una. But
Mm,
mula nung narinig ko yung Buwan, sabi ko, shucks, parang gusto ko to i-cover. And then I decided to do it in my very own way na may hinaluan ko ng crossover and a little bit of pop and classical touch. Kasi nga, yun ako eh. So I have to share what I am. Kumbaga kanya-kanyang version yan. Kung ano yung forte mo, I guess, yun yung ipapakita mo at some point. So it just inspired me to experiment, I guess. And then I have a lot of musician friends. So sabi ko sa kanila, tara, i-record natin yung string parts. So record kami ng violin parts. And then I have my friend, a saxophonist.
mhm.
So si Nicole, hi Nicole. Siya yung nag-saxophone dun sa instrumental part instead na guitar, ginawa niyang saxophone. It was just enjoyable for me. I just love doing that. So, ganun usually yung ginagawa ko. If you check out my YouTube channel, Jade Riccio Official, you will see a lot of covers na mostly ganun yung ginawa ko. Meron akong Ikaw Lang Ang Mamahalin, meron akong mga
Oh, I
foreign
love
songs na
that. I
translate into
love that.
Filipino. Yeah, Ikaw Lang Ang Mamahalin. It's also like a little bit orchestral pero very pop yung attack ng voice ko. So, I usually parang dagdag bawas lang yan. So, yun yung ginagawa ko. And I try not to make it naman too classical para very, ano pa din, very
Accessible pa rin.
mainstream, I guess,
Yes.
acceptable and mainstream. Para pasulput-sulput lang para o etong konting-konting soprano pa-effect. Sana matanggap ninyo. Tanggapin ninyo please, pinaghirapan ko 'to ng 9 years.
Yeah. Parang si ano, sino to? Si Mariah. We all know that when she started, she would do these little whistle sounds, but in her third album, nag-scale down siya sa whistle. Sabi niya, I don't want to do too much of that. Maglalagay lang ako ng konti just to kind of
Mariah
to
yan, eh.
song. Para hindi naman puro yun at yun lang. Diba? Yeah.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah. So, like when you sing a popular song, how hard is it for you to distance yourself from the original? Let's go back to covers. You did a cover of "All I Ask of You" by Sarah Brightman and Steve Barton from the show Phantom of the Opera, but you sang it with the tenor Jonathan Badon. So, was it
Yes.
hard to consciously tell yourself when you were recording it, when you were singing the song, that you need to do it differently than Sarah Brightman, from let's say from the phrasing to the sweeps of the note to different enunciations?
Yeah, you actually definitely have to be different. I mean, my teacher used to tell me, okay, panoorin mo lang to be to get to familiarize with the melody and all that. But after that, huwag mo na pakinggan. Pag alam mo na yung tono, tumigil ka na kasi ang tendency,
I
if
like
you
that.
listen to them again and again, there are some mannerisms and sound na gusto mo ganun din
Yeah,
yung madinig mo sa boses mo. So, pag alam mo na yung melody, stop ka na. Okay, ngayon version ko na gagawin ko my own voice. I'll try
right.
to attack it as if nobody has sung it before, you know. But these things naman, I cannot, like the minus ones, I cannot change completely. Baka, Diyos ko, baka bumangon yung mga composers na yan. Tapos, mga classical composers na yan, baka biglang bumangon sa grave, bakit mo pinapapangit yung kanta ko? Bawal kasi, usually kasi pag classical songs, you really don't change the minus ones.
Yes,
Just
no.
the
Maganda yung
vocal
arrangement
parts,
nila
I
yun.
guess. Yeah, kasi naka-notate
Mm.
yun eh. Talagang nakaabang sila ng ganun sa grave nila kapag pinagitan mo yun. Yari ka, boy. So, ayun. Sorry, ganito talaga ako magsalita. Oh no,
Yari
it's
ka,
coming
girl.
out. Oh no.
Oh
Yeah, this is
goodness.
me.
While it's true na nasabi natin, and we both agree on this, that there is a wealth of talent in our country. But the sad fact is, not everyone who wants to pursue music, let's say as a profession, will have access to it or means to make it a reality. Now, wouldn't it be great, let's say, if we have talented kids who can go on a scholarship or maybe majoring in voice or majoring in sound engineering? Is there anything that's being done like that to make this happen? Because I know in some countries they do that, and also,
Yes.
yeah, and
Actually, sorry,
sorry,
sorry.
as a classical and crossover artist, are you currently involved in any organizations to make that happen?
Well, actually, since I was in college, I
Mm.
when I joined the UST Singers, they gave me a full scholarship, and then right afterwards, when I left UST Singers, because I just stayed with them for 3 years, because of course I have to finish my studies and everything. After that, I had to. Sorry, what was the thing again?
So if you were part of, let's say, any organization that is
Oh yeah,
spearheading scholarships,
yeah.
musical scholarships for children.
So after after the USC Singers, I auditioned for George Yang, Mr. George Yang, Dr. George Yang. He is the owner of McDonald's Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
To everyone's knowledge, he loves classical singing. So that's how I met him. He held a audition. So nagpa-audition siya sa buong Pilipinas ng mga singers
Mm-hmm.
who would like to push through a career in music or whatever they want. But this particular scholarship is solely for musicians. So nag-start na may mga violinist, may mga instrumentalist, and then at the end of the day, naging puro singers lang. So I am just very fortunate enough na Sir George Yang of Classical Music Foundation took care of my college life. So I had actually absolutely no reason to be tamad. Kasi syempre pag mababa yung grade mo, alis ng scholarship, adios. So I had to make sure that I was
Right.
always up there. So fortunately, I was able to graduate cum laude naman.
Oh,
2014. Talaga sinabi ko pa yung date. Ang
nice.
tanda ko na tuloy.
Wag niyo
Hi!
alalahanin 2014.
Everyone.
Basta alalahanin cum laude ka. Tapos.
Ayun, gano'n. Yun na pero yeah, it was a hard journey, but I had fun. I had so much fun. A lot of downfalls, but God is always there. Minsan may light na lang bigla, uy, sabi ko na nga ba kaya ako nasaktan, kaya hindi 'to binigay sa akin kasi eto pala yung para sa akin. So, wag lang talaga tayo susuko, especially during these hard times. So, talagang you have to find it inside you. The passion has to be there. Kailangan hindi mawala kasi it's only up to you to remind yourself to work hard, to
Tama.
be
That's
passionate, to
true.
inspire, right?
Right.
We do what we
There's
can.
so much to be said about passion and finding what you love to do. But there will be days wherein para ang hirap gumalaw, inaantok ako,
Exactly.
tinatamad ako. How do you deal with days like that? Na para it's not my day. Wag niyo akong kausapin.
Marami akong ganyan actually, admittedly, these past 7 months. It hasn't been easy. I mean, I've worked my entire life
Mm-hmm.
to be where I want to be, I guess.
Yeah.
Tapos biglang, isang virus lang kayo lahat. Biglang tumigil yung mundo. So medyo na-overwhelm ako na I had to cancel a lot of shows. I had a show in Australia. I had a show in Singapore. I had a show in Germany. Everything got canceled like for this year. So I had 4 weddings of my bestest friends in Palawan. Tapos canceled din. I mean, natuloy sila pero via video lang. So,
Right.
it's
Stop,
very
diba?
hard.
Ay,
Mm.
nako. But yeah, I mean, all of us are learning, and I guess that's how it is when you go through a process.
Yeah,
Uh, kailangan mong lumusot sa butas ng karayom to get to your goal. Diba?
exactly.
Whatever
Exactly.
it is. And
Mhm.
if your goal is to, let's say, to be a singer and release a new song, you will also have to be part of marketing. Kung hindi ka pa naman sanay na, let's say, in front of the camera, sanay ka lang, oh, sige, I'll do a video and pantala ko and done. But when you conduct
Exactly.
interviews, that's also part and parcel, of the business. Um,
Yeah, now I have to do everything. Like, ako yung nag-aayos ng camera, yung mga lights, yung connection ng mga live, ano na to. Diyos ko, inaral ko to lahat. As in, kahit sinong tanungin nyo na friends ko, as in, I'm absolutely not techie at all. So, thank God for this quarantine pa din. As I've said, kahit ano pang negativities na nandyan, meron pa rin mga positive tayong natututunan. So, in my case, I also learned how to be techie. I mean, I've never imagined myself recording my own songs at my own place, at my own studio. That's already a goal right there amidst everything that's been happening. Keep
oh,
your
ano na
head
yun,
up high lang, guys.
kumbaga sa eskwelahan, meron ka ng 5 star na nakatatak sa kamay mo. Na para pagka-uwi mo,
Ganon.
star ako.
Exactly. So,
So,
boosted
you have a brand new song. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
etong brand new song ko na talagang lalim ng hinga.
So, ganun
It
eh.
has happened to me, of course, kasi I guess I can never write songs that I cannot relate to. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that this happened to one particular person, but I guess it's like an accumulation of feelings throughout the years. And
Okay.
I was just imagining an entire movie of my life while I was writing this song, if that makes sense. So habang sinusulat ko siya, talagang specify ko siya ng mga ito yung party na na life ko, this one and then this one. So pinaghalo-halo ko siya and to the point na pwede siya pala mag-work. Actually, ngayon lang ako nag-compose kasi I am not I am shy to say or express how I feel. Sa tingin ko parang nahihiya ako na isusulat ko siya tapos madidinig ng mga tao na parang, uy, yun pa rin nangyayari sa kanya. Uy, ganun. So parang medyo hindi ako comfortable kasi kahit madaldal ako, private pa din ako. So, ayun. But at the end of the day, sabi ko, I've worked hard for this. I've had a lot of help from my musician friends, mga pianists, arrangers,
Mm-hmm.
sound engineers, lahat sila, my teachers, voice teachers. So, everybody was there to help me. My family, they were there, na kaya mo yung song na yan. And then, when I started na hearing the -1, I started telling them na gusto ko may cello kasi yun yung classical instrument na favorite ko. And then gusto
Mm,
ko
cello.
gusto ko may string parts para medyo may pagkatunog classical pa rin siya pero pop na pop yung pagkakanta ko sa kanya. So
Mhm.
it's actually my baby, my precious. So ayun, when it aired on the radio this October lang din, first week of October 1 to be specific.
Mhm.
And I heard myself on the radio. Grabe, naiyak talaga ako kasi hard work yun eh. And it's my song. I mean, if it's a cover or if it's a song that I bought and then it's gonna be there, of course, it's gonna be nice too. Pero yun parang shocks.
Iba yung gawa
Galing
mo,
sa isip ko yan.
di ba? Exactly.
Galing sa isip ko
It's
yan na
different.
maraming iniisip.
True, true. And
Yeah,
since
it's very
kind of
different.
yeah, have you tried writing, let's say, a song about other people's experiences naman na
Yeah,
kunento
yes.
sa'yo
That's
and
exactly what I'm doing with my Christmas song right now kasi di
yeah,
naman pwede
okay.
lahat experience ko. Siyempre, gawa rin ng mga nakikita ko sa ibang tao and, mga nakukwento sa akin ng ibang tao, things that inspire me or things that blow me off or things that I don't know, makes me scared. I don't know. I just pay attention to a lot of things, especially this quarantine season. Actually, ang dami ko nang songs na nakaantabay eh. Sinusulat ko siya dito sa notebook ko na to. But, yeah, mga apat sila na hindi ko pa natatapos. Paiba-iba eh. Parang wala na akong idea dito, dito naman muna. So,
May materials ka na for album number 2. O, di ba?
hindi pa.
Hindi
Ano
ka
pa
na
rin, dagdag pa rin
maghahanap.
sa album number 1. Paunti-unti pa rin, paunti-unti. So, ayun. Album 2 agad. 1 muna, tapusin muna natin yung 1. Diyos ko.
Advance mag-isip, pasensya.
I like that though.
Which one came to you first pala? The lyrics or the music?
The lyrics. Well, the
Lyrics.
lyrics and the melody. Usually ganun ako eh. Pag hindi ko na maisip yung lyrics, ihaham ko na lang yung melody and then laging nakaantaba yung phone ko para, uy, naisip ko yung melody na yun. I-record ko lang yung audio kahit wala pang kahit anong piano or instrumentals. And then, I will actually send it to my arranger. And then, kapatry kong patulungan na lagyan ng mga something sa
Mga
ilalim,
words.
harmony, chords, para mas
Right.
maganda. Yeah.
Yeah. I think one of the challenges for a composer is kunyari, you have a melody in the morning, pero papunta ka ng meeting. And then you have to like, i-record mo yung pira-pirasong snippet of a melody and then babalikan mo na lang sa gabi when you're so tired and ang dami ng input na nakuha mo for throughout the day. I'm sure that has probably happened to you, but I feel
A
like
lot of
that's
times.
no?
Yes. A lot of times talagang, wait lang, parang may melody. Okay, phone. Tapos na-try ko magsulat ng lyrics. Pag wala na, tapos sa hapon naman, uy, may naisip ulit ako, parang maganda to idugtong doon na, phone. Sulat ko na naman nila. So it's a long process, but it's so much fun kasi I never really explored that side of mine. Usually, bigyan mo lang ako ng song, gagawan ko ng ibang style yan. Yun na yun. Pero for me to think of a song na may lyrics, just hindi naman ako nagsusulat talaga. So, para tinry-try ko lang. Ayun, parang so far, good naman yung so good naman yung mga feedbacks. Thank you so much sa mga support.
Alam mo,
So,
the
yeah.
first time I heard it, it's very, as you said, very cinematic siya. So I wouldn't be surprised if, let's say, matap yung song and gamitin for, I don't know, for a teleserye. Because it will work for a teleserye. Diba?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so we're throwing it out there sa mga nakikinig. Looking for a song for teleserye. Please use Jade's song.
Yes, it's me.
It is very, very cinematic. Pwede. As you said, this is your first song. On the subject of firsts, would you look back tayo na konti because it's a Friday flashback? Would you remember the very first song that you sang in front of an audience?
OMG. Shocks tagal na nun. I think it's If I Ain't Got You. Ayun eh, kasi nag-start ako talaga. Well, bata pa talaga ako, but I would usually sing that. I don't know why, but yung mom ko kasi din medyo gusto niya si Alicia Keys. So, lagi siyang, anak, kantahin mo yung Alicia Keys. So, ayan, yung kanta na yun actually, I remember. At lagi akong pumipiyok. I remember nung high school ako, lagi niya ako pinapakanta. Ayoko na pumunta sa gatherings kasi pipiyok na naman ako, piyok queen, ganun.
Yeah.
So actually, nawala lang lahat yun nung nag-college ako when I actually learned the technique and everything. Pero,
Mm.
ayun, I really had a low voice. So yung repertoire ko before, yung mga pinipili ko mga songs, very old school, mga
Mm.
mabababa kasi hindi kaya ng mataas.
Medyo,
So, ayun,
medyo alto pa yung range, gano'n. Ngayon, soprano
oo,
na.
mababa-baba pa. So, ayun, with training and much hard work, kayang-kaya talaga.
Aabot din, aabot din. Still on the subject of first, let's go on the top of your head. May classical artist ka ba that you would want to sing with, given the choice?
Girl or boy? Pwede both. Girl, Aida Garifulina. She looks
Ah,
like my sister, actually. Kakabig niyo yung sister ko na second sister ko. Aida Garifulina, search niyo siya, Aida Garifulina. She's so good. She has an Instagram account.
nationality
And then
niya.
sa lalaki, probably, I've always wanted to sing with Andrea Bocelli, I guess. Kasi he's such an icon and kahit alam mo yun, kahit feeling ko nakapikit siya, mafe-feel ko yung heart niya. Kasi for me kasi singing is very spiritual eh. It's very soulful. So kahit pa gaano kagaling yung isama mo sa akin na lalaking kumakanta, if puros boses-boses at yabang lang or gano'n, hindi talaga ako nai-impress. So
Yeah.
I just feel na, syempre marami akong gustong kasama kumanta on stage. I mean, wow, di ba? Ano, dream come true yun. Pero I just feel na Andrea Bocelli has this heart that I would appreciate and that would actually inspire me to do better and to do more, yun, more music, more
Hmm.
fun.
Sige. Pag hindi classical artist, merong pop artist naman that you think you can collaborate and create a pop classical crossover song. Ah.
Okay, so well, I have voiced this out many, many times. I love Lani Misalucha. Hi, Miss
Oh
Lani.
my God, Lani
I
is
love Lani
divine.
Misalucha. Yes, and I think we have something boiling right there, but I cannot announce it
Okay,
yet.
fingers crossed, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, basta yun. Idol ko siya and basta yun. Sana talaga. And yeah, I would love to sing with her. I mean, yeah, she has just this voice that's so powerful. That's why she's a nightingale. Para siyang ibon pero very, very creamy and very full. And she's so agile, versatile. Kaya mababa, kaya mataas, kaya mag-classical, kaya mag-pop. Kumbaga, siguro siya yung pinepeg ko, if
Right.
that makes sense. Siya yung I guess na talagang, kasi yung type of music niya din, it's very nice. And she's very kind, she's very humble. Talagang pinromote, Miss Lani!
Tatag natin siya, tatag ko dito sa video.
Promote talaga.
Hi, Miss Lani, salute. We love you.
Yes, I'll be sending this to her later. Fun mode on na naman ako. Sa
Kulitin
lalaki
natin.
naman, sino bang gusto kong kaduet sabay? Siguro si Jed Madela. I really love his voice.
Isa pa
I
yan.
love
The
his
range
voice.
of his
Yun nga
voice
eh, di ba?
is
Kayang-kaya niya, para siyang Josh
incredible.
Groban ng Pilipinas actually.
Diba?
Yeah. Ano kasi siya, kaya niyang mag-crossover, kaya niyang mag-classical. Narinig ko rin mag-classical. Kaya niyang mag-pop, kaya niya, kahit ano. Very versatile, very agile. Kahit ano,
I
basta.
think Jed Madela has already sang Nessun Dorma. Hindi ko pa naririnig, but I'm sure
Yes,
nakamit niya yan,
yes,
no?
yes.
Oh,
Sila ni Lucia din, di pa
yes.
patalo. Kaya niya din.
Naku, mani-mani lang sa kanila yan.
Yes, so I think kapag makasama ko sila sa stage, talagang may inspire ako because they're very inspirational people. They're very, I look up to them. And because they're very nice people, maraming magaling dyan, pero kailangan din talaga yung nakikita ko na attitude sa kanila is very down to earth, friendly. Important sa akin yun. So, hindi lang po pwede na, oh, magaling yan, okay, ano ko yan, fan niya ako. Ganon. So, ayun, these are the people that I really look up to. Lea Salonga, I love Lea Salonga too. Syempre,
Oh,
ibang level.
oh my goodness, who doesn't
Ano
love
yun,
Lea?
international. Lea Salonga. Hello po, Miss Lea. Ito na
Ayan,
naman
yan.
ako.
Tatlo na itatag natin si Lea, si Jed,
Miss
saka
Maria
si Lani.
Salonga, I love her. I saw her sa sa Aliw Awards last year. And she sang, and I sang, and I was in front of her, and then Miss Regine Velasquez in between Escalante. I was singing, parang ako, oh my God, I'm just gonna close my eyes. Kasi super idol ko si Lea Salonga, tapos nandun siya, parang, wala lang, it was a surreal moment. So that was the Aliw Awards. Hi, Ma'am Alice, Aliw Awards Foundation. So yeah, ayun.
I
Very
can imagine
inspired.
yung kaba and yung, I guess, yung tension for that. Parang, huwag kang magkakamali kasi mga ano,
Mm.
kikinig
Oo,
sa'yo.
parang, Diyos ko, ito na lahat ng pinaghirapan mo, todo mo na. Gano'n. Wala ka ng choice.
True, true. With this new single, it's called Ikaw at Ako, and then a prospective Christmas song. What's next for Good Riccio?
Yes, so far that's what I've been doing. I have online shows which I'll be posting on my social media. I have guestings online then of course. Unfortunately, wala pang talagang physical shows na I'll be able to attend
Yeah,
to or
yeah.
I'll be able to do kasi syempre ayaw natin maging insensitive. So, dito na corners of my house. So, abangan niyo po lahat ng mga covers ko. I recently just shot a music video last night at my own place. So sana maging okay yung kalabasan niya and this will be out next week. Yeah, so it's a cover from Fleetwood Mac. I don't know if you know that
Oh,
band.
Mac.
They're such a yeah,
Mac.
it's actually my family's favorite and I just wanted to dedicate this to them kasi ang tagal na nila nagre-request ng song sa akin. Bakit ibang tao ni-entertain mo kami hindi? So eto na. Eto na yon. Eto na yung guys, malapit na 2 weeks. I love that song. It's called Gypsy. So
Mm.
abangan
Okay.
nyo. Yeah. My sister helped me with the conceptualization and yeah. Yeah, tulong lang, syempre.
Does anyone else in your family sing? I mean, obviously apart from you.
Well, they all sing, they all do.
Sing. Okay.
Magaganda boses nila. They're very much in tune and they have vibratos as well. Iba-iba ng quality, but they all have nice voices actually. I both taught them how to sing when I started sa Conservatory of Music kasi they were interested. So, yeah, yung pangalawa kong sister, sabi niya, turuan mo ako ng Phantom of the Opera. Gusto ko yung Think of Me. So, tinuro ko sa kanya yun. Nung nakanta niya na, okay na ako sis, thank you. Ganun na yun.
Mm,
Tapos yung
nice, nice.
bunso naman, she actually studied at the conservatory with me. She
Mm,
followed me there for like just for 2 years. So, she knows the basics and everything. But she discovered that she wanted fashion design.
mm.
So, yeah, that's what she did. So,
That's
tinulungan
good.
niya akong gumawa ng gowns, everything. Basta lahat kami nasa arts.
Good,
They're
good.
very creative. So, I'm very
With
happy
regards to
and blessed
wardrobe,
to
wala
have
namang
them.
problema. Andiyan yung sister mo eh. Diba?
Oo, magaling siya mag-design. Ayun.
So, solved ka
Thanks,
na. Pag may
guys.
rent, may wardrobe ka na.
Oo, gano'n na nga.
If,
Kompletos regalos.
yeah, exactly. If music were not in your life, ano sa tingin mong ginagawa mo ngayon? If you were not in music, where do you think you'd be?
Alam mo, lagi ko iniisip yan sa totoo lang. Kasi syempre, minsan may mga times na okay, so ano nang gagawin ko ngayon? Parang kailan po ulit magkaka-concert? Let's say
So,
2021. I don't know. We never know eh. Pag
yeah.
nandiyan yung vaccine, ayoko namang mauna. Diyos ko, baka mamaya hindi pala vaccine yan. Alam mo yun, there are a lot of things in my mind. But I guess if I weren't a singer, I don't know. I can't imagine myself na nasa business or doctor or probably, I don't know, it's always been my dream to be a lawyer.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Pero sabi ng daddy,
Pwede.
wala naman akong sabi ni daddy, wala akong personality sa law. Kasi you really have to be strong. You really have to, like, probably bluff sometimes. I don't know. Basta medyo ano kasi ako eh, talagang kitang-kita mo lahat. So, ano lang, tanong lang, hindi talaga ako. Kitang-kita mo agad. So, medyo hindi ko siya pinursu. Kasi usually after ng music, pwede kang
Mhm.
mag-continue sa law. So, but yeah, my dad told, why don't you just push through with music? You know, it's you're very passionate about it naman. So why don't you just do it? So that actually, I'm just very fortunate enough and lucky that I have my family with me. You know, most of parents, they always discourage their children kasi nga, I guess for their own reasons. But you know, I chose the road less traveled for a reason, and I guess I am still finding for lots of reasons, but I have a lot of reasons because what as to why I chose this and why I am staying. So I guess that thought never really
Crossed your
it has
mind.
crossed my mind many times, but I never did something about it because I always tell myself na no, I'm gonna make this work
Yeah.
because I have worked hard, so hard for this. And it's my first love. It's what gets me going. It's passion. It's why I wake up every day and tell myself, uy, mamaya may turo ako. My goal is to make this student good in 6 months or in a year's time. Gusto ko ipagsali na siya ng competition. So, sometimes it's not just about me na nga lang eh. I think of my students, and I remember my voice teachers as parang kung paano sila sa akin before. So, I am very grateful. Yeah.
Right. And with the single and also with students, you are fulfilled creatively, and you're also fulfilled as a person because you're able to give back something to other people who are in need of it when you yourself you were in need of help. Natulungan ka rin, diba?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
and in doing that, we remember how it is to be human when we do that. When we help other people,
Exactly.
and you go out of your way to make people happy. So, where can our listeners follow and see more of you on social media? So, palagi silang magiging happy when they do that.
Ayan, sige i-follow niyo lang yung ka-GVhan ko, good vibes only. Okay. My Instagram account is jadericho_soprano. So that's JERICCIO_soprano. My YouTube is Jade Richo Official.
Mhm.
And my Facebook page is Jade Richo Asia's Jewel. So, ayan. Jewel po ha, hindi Jewel. Talagang Ace's Jewel, yung Jewel. Ace's Jewel. So,
Yeah.
yeah, yun lang naman. Wala akong Twitter. So, just message me anytime if you have song requests. I also do that, kasi this pandemic has taught me a lot of things. So sometimes may mga nagme-message sa akin na gusto matuto voice lessons and I give it to them for free because,
Wow.
that's what we do. We try to inspire each other. And if you want to learn and you don't have any means to learn, then I will help you. Just let me know. Yeah, talagang ano. So,
Sige,
yeah.
sige. Pag may naisip kaming song request, guguluhin kita sa
Oh,
YouTube.
sige gano'n. May mga nakapilan ako song request. Don't worry kahit natatagalan, pasensya na po sa mga natin, pero ginagawa ko talaga siya isa-isa. Ano lang ako
Parang,
eh, one man team. Ako gumagawa lahat, so pagpasensya na po kung medyo matagal-tagal.
may nakapag-request mo ng
Kinakaya ko
classical
pa
version
naman.
ng Laklak.
Ano 'no?
May nakapag-request mo ng classical version ng Laklak.
Wala, Diyos ko papaano ko kaya gagawin yun? Naku po, naku po.
Malay mo, magugulat na lang tayo, bigla na lang may lumitaw. May bumulaga sa YouTube.
Baka ikaw yung
And
mag-request 'no? Kunwari hindi ko na-receive, unseen. Joke lang.
oo, banned from channel. Hindi ko nakikita.
True.
Thank you so much, Jade, for joining us
Thank you
today.
so
Again, your
much.
brand new single is called Ikaw at Ako. You can view the video, ulit-ulitin nyo para dumami ang views on YouTube. You can share
Yes.
it as well
May music
on
video na yan on YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah. And actually, I have one more question. Because of the video, if you have any choice of, let's say, a leading man or an artist to put in your video, your next could be your Christmas or another single. Sino kayang pipiliin mo?
Hmm. Ayan. Hindi ako masyadong particular sa ganyan eh. Hindi ko alam. Hindi ko alam kasi Christmas song siya eh. So, hindi ko alam kung
Or if not Christmas, let's say
gusto
if
ko
you
lang If I have
another another song
love
like ako na ganyan ka cinematic. Sino kaya magandang leading man for your video?
naku, I don't know, kayo na lang, hindi ko alam yung mga ganyan. But the last leading man that I had dun sa original video ko is actually my partner, my boyfriend. So, kung gusto niyo
Oh,
siyang makita, i-check niyo na lang YouTube, yung original song called Ikaw at Ako by Jade, Riccio. Andun siya if you're interested na makita siya.
yes.
But sa
We
next
will
music videos,
definitely look
I'm
for
not
that.
yet. Baka sabihin ni boyfriend siya na lang daw ulit, mag-artista na siya.
Uy, may following.
Oo, may following, may following.
Diba? Magugulat ka na lang. Maya Ortiz, thank you for joining us as well today. And
Hi!
hello. All right. And yeah, thank you so much. Jade, again, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to talk to you and to get to know a little bit about you, your creative process, and your songwriting process. And we are wishing you to be able to create more songs, whether it's Christmas or not, and to reap the awards. So hindi lang yung mga awards na nakuha mo ngayon ang makukuha mo for sure down the line, padami ng padami ng padami. And you're also going to be giving back to the country and do us proud. We are all very sure of that. All
Thank you
right.
so much. Thank you, thank you.
You,
Thank you
Jade,
for
you
your
have
kind
a great
words.
Friday. You have a great weekend. This has been Cash for On the Spot 947. Till the next edition, we will be on the lookout for the next artist we shall be putting on the spot. So keep it right here on All Hits, Mellow 94.7. Sounds good. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.